Hello ladies and gents, Nash842 here and welcome back to NieR Automata. Now, for the most part I am pretty much just going for the endings at this point. I've actually figured out where to get the last 3 novels I'm missing, so I'm gonna go and get those at some point. I can't get them right this second though. However, I do think I'm going to go for the last quests that I've got left to fill out my quest completion percentage, considering that's already at 88% as it is, so I'm most of the way there. Now I do realise that I didn't actually finish the gather the confidential intel when I did that quest. I didn't know that until I'd actually looked at my quest list, so I just need to go and check to see what's next with that. Okay, it looks like I might have to start gather the confidential intel again, so let's get to that. It's a little bit of a pain really, but I suppose that's my own fault for not really making absolutely sure I'd finished the quest. And again, I really had no reason to believe that the quest wasn't done because I'd been given the rewards, so let's go and get this done. Oh yeah, that's right, we've got a load of it's one of the really annoying things about having a load of enemies nearby a quest. They always mess it up. Yeah, we've done all this fluff in one of the previous videos I've already done. Probably will end up skipping through the quest this time around.
Marking approximate location on map.
There we go, it's one of them. There we go.
Requested plug-in chip obtained.
But I loved using this weapon back in the original Drake and Guard game.
All units.
I believe it was called Hymir's Finger or something. But they've renamed it Iron Will here.
Several plug-in chips that contain classified information. I need you to seek out whatever intel you can regarding their current whereabouts and status.
Understood. Chips with classified data, huh?
Once again, I completely forget about these things. Right, that's all of them. Let's get this sorted. Right, okay, so that's the first step of this complete, I believe. Okay, I thought the quest here was available with 9S as well. Apparently not though. There is a little thing appearing to say there is a quest there, so maybe it is. Ah, there he is. Right, we did this earlier.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yep, pick that trick up while watching someone else do this. I have no regrets. I was a fair bit ahead of him that time. Alright, okay. Let's get this, see if I can get the second one done.
Three, two, one, go.
I think this might be the long way around. Did it though? Not bad. You're getting close to becoming a true speedster. Keep it up. I want us to grow faster together. I'll be here whenever you're ready to try me again. So I did it that time. Tell you what, that slow pod program is really, really handy. Hello, hello, hello. I feel it in my core. Today is the day we pursue the ultimate in speed. We shall break down all barriers. Sound, light, tachyon. Never doubt your true potential. Ah, haha. Today we show the world what it means to be speed itself. Right, now I'm not entirely sure on the exact route here, but I think I've more or less got it. Yeah, again, no regrets, I looked it up.
Three, two, one, go.
That actually works, wow. Oh no, messed up. Right, okay, I've got the route down, but I just messed up the... just messed it up. I would have made that if I hadn't messed up the ledge. Why can't you skip this once you've seen it once? It'd make this a whole lot more bearable.
3, 2, 1, go.
Damn it, didn't get it that time. Ah, probably because I messed up the fall. Thing is, you can't charge that slow because if you leave it too long, he just goes straight in a straight line.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, damn it, I think I've messed that one up. Oh no, I made it. Congratulations, you are truly the greatest speedster the world has ever known. As proof of your astonishing victory, I give you this. I can no longer challenge you. I have lived my life in the pursuit of speed, and it seems my journey is at an end. It's strange. I thought I'd be sad, but instead I feel peace. When I think back on how competitive I was before, it seems so very ugly. But that was my life, and thus I own it. I am content. I am content. What the heck was up with that guy anyway? Okay, there does seem to be another quest just over here, so I think I'll go for that because it gets my quest completion thing up. Okay, the next leg of retrieve the confidential intel is actually at the desert housing area. Right, let's see what this guy wants. Hello, you're an android, are you not? Let me ask you something. Do you think the world is full of love? It might be. Don't you think we all need to express more happiness in our daily lives? I suppose. Exactly. In which case, you seem like just the person to help me make this world a better place. Sure, I guess. Really? Do you believe in the dream of connecting the entire world with love? I do. I see, I see. Then perhaps I can believe in you. You see, there are many machines who detest fighting. As such, I have decided to gather them together in order to hold a parade. It will be a parade of love and friendship for all. However, as it turns out, there are many among us who frown upon such outspoken expressions of peace. Therefore, I'm hoping you will protect our parade in order to ensure the successful dispensation of its wonderful message. Thank you for your support. If you could keep my companions safe while we conduct this parade, I would be ever so happy. Now then, let us show everyone the power of friendship. Okay. An escort mission. Oh, great. I get the feeling I'm failing horribly right now.
Please help. Please help. We did not come here to fight. We did not come here to fight. Please help. Share in the happiness. Share in the happiness. Abandon all hatred.
Okay, they can jump apparently. Thank you very much. We managed to complete the parade without being annihilated. I know this isn't much of a reward, but please accept it. How wonderful. I think our joy really came across this time. We'll soon be holding another parade elsewhere. I hope we can count on your support for that as well. So, do you think us fools? I'm sorry. I hope to see you again. Yes, our joy really came through that time as we preached peace whilst our friends murdered everyone else. Speedstar updated. Okay, oh, there we go. Got there in the end.
That machine. I think something's wrong with it.
Hello? Anybody home in there? Come on, I know you can hear me. What are you doing here? Analysis. Scans indicate no mechanical malfunctions in this unit. Therefore, it must be deliberately ignoring you. So it's going to be like that, is it? Okay, do I hack it then?
I exist. This world, mine. Life's to me, the meaning of being born.
That voice couldn't have been that machine's thoughts, right? Is it seriously trying to figure out the meaning of existence? Negative. Machine life forms do not possess such thought routines. Well, yeah, but... See, that comes up like a quest marker. Right, though, before I do anything else, I do want to get this, retrieve the confidential information quest finished. Just because I did actually have no idea that it was only half done, until I looked it up after finishing last session. Oddly enough, it actually appeared in my completed quests thing, just with a big X through the box instead of a tick. Right, now whereabouts is this thing? Okay, yes, it's that little diamond. Well, I pretend to think I need what's in here. Okay, mysterious lithograph. Oh, there he is. You're the guys who got those chips back for me, right? Boy, do I ever owe you one. I suppose you noticed those chips were your huh? Well, there's a reason for that. Let me introduce you to the new addition to my family. Your family? I always wanted a family, you know. Or at least, I was pretty sure I did. Seeing all the machines living together in the same area was starting to make me lonely. So I went out and stole a broken down Yorha body. I'm hoping I can repair it and use it to kick off my very own family. Hello? You know this violates all kinds of regulations, right? I know it isn't right, but I don't care. I need someone I can live with, someone I can protect. You won't tell anyone, will you? Please. So, what now?
Alert. NieR received from command.
Okay then. Recently a search order was issued for a Yorha member who was in possession of secret information chips. As this individual has since been found, the order is now withdrawn. As a further note, the member in question had been killed by a machine life form. However, our search team still managed to recover the information chips. They also located the corpse of another resistance member nearby. We are currently investigating if the two issues are connected. The Commander. Well, that's that then. That's that one complete. I think that parade escort mission's in the same place it was last time by the looks of it. Oh, looked like there was a quest marker there. Why is Speedstar updated again? Bloody hell. had you. I'm afraid I was simply no longer able to deal with it. Joy? Love? What is the point? Happiness wasn't going to keep me from getting killed now, was it? You wish to know where the rest of the paraders went? They took off on some kind of journey to bring joy to the ends of the earth. It was their cry, if I remember correctly. I lost contact with them once they reached the deep desert. I imagine they're now dead by the side of some road. No doubt they were rambling on about love and happiness to the bitter end. What madness. Well, that got depressing. Okay, I think the Speedstar quest might be glitched a little bit. Because for whatever reason there is still actually a quest marker showing up around this point. And it keeps continually telling me the Speedstar quest is being updated when I've completed it. Okay, now I do believe there is a quest near the entrance to the forest.
I can't believe the size of the commercial facility. The people of the old world must have led pretty good lives. I bet it was fun to shop back when you had so many choices.
We don't need such things.
Don't be so sure about that. Once we eradicate the machine life forms, us soldiers won't have anything left to do. We'll enter a new age of peace. And when that happens, we should go shopping together. I could buy you, I don't know, a t-shirt maybe? Something that looks good on you.
A t-shirt?
What, not interested?
When that day comes, I'm all for it.
That's a promise, right?
Yep.
This forest branch just opened for business today. Feel free to swing by if there's anything you need. Hey, I know this is a bit out of left field, but you look like someone who cares very deeply about gastronomy. See, I'm doing research about food or whatever for the human race decides, for whenever the human race decides to return to Earth. Those humans were always going on about eating, right? Well, also clothing and shelter, but mostly eating. Anyway, I'm collecting ingredients from across the land for research purposes, and I'm betting you'd like to help me out, right? Thanks a million. So meat's at the top of the list, naturally, which means I need you to head out and find both moose and boar meat.
That
Well,
should do
pretty
it
sure-
for the deer and boar meat. Guess we should report back to the trader.
Okay, let's see. Moose meat, boar meat, yes, that's everything. Tell you what, you fry this up with a little salt and pepper, bam, taste explosion, allegedly. You've had it before? It's actually pretty popular among resistance combat models, not that it has much of an effect. Humans were so amazing, weren't they? Just their cooking knowledge alone is enough to blow my mind. What do you think will happen to us androids once they finally come back? I mean, we're built to fight, and if we don't need to do that... forget it. We've all got our own work to do, right? I'm going to keep up with the food research for as long as I can. Marine life has returned in force to the oceans and rivers after all. So when humans return, I'll make sure to greet them with a glorious feast. See you around. Now there does seem to be another quest in the forest somewhere. I think I might know exactly where that is.
Intruders detected!
Loyal knights, give your lives
us. Don't let any intruders get in. We must protect our king. Protect our king.
Yeah, I had a feeling it'd be down here somewhere. Yep. Oh, you're androids, yes? And you must be here to kill me. I've lived long enough. I only ask that you not make it too painful. Why do you not strike? Because you have no desire to fight. You're like the machines in Pascal's village. If you don't attempt to harm us, we have no cause for quarrel. You know Pascal? I see. Still, you should be careful. Of what? Some of our kind can be violent. They are beyond our control. They attack everything they see, be it friend or foe. Many of these machines are waiting in the canyon ahead. You would be wise to keep your distance. So do I just go in and murder them?
Attacking indiscriminately.
Proposal. Unit 2B should eliminate the hostile machines.
Certainly seems that way.
Look at all the corpses. Is this some kind of graveyard?
Watch out. They're still alive.
I'm on it. There's more.
Kill. Such pain. Kill me.
What's it saying?
Don't listen to it, Tubnik.
Kill. Please.
Oh fuck, oh no. Well, I fucked that right up but pulled it back.
What was with that thing?
It was talking. Maybe that machine who sent us here knows something about this. We should try asking her.
Once again, not entirely sure why I'm picking that up. I suppose it's just force of habit at this point. Oh, it's you again. We have a question about the machines in the canyon. Yes, very dangerous. You should avoid them. Actually, we already took care of them. You what? I see. Then perhaps they can finally reach heaven. Come again? Many machines have thrown themselves into that canyon of late. They were trying to hurt themselves beyond repair. You found the remains of those who succeeded, and fought those who did not. I know not what would drive them to do such a thing, but I pray regardless that their souls might reach heaven. Here, a gift for you. Thank you for killing them. Okay, they get some pretty powerful plug-in chips
Souls in
there.
heaven, huh? Do either of those things exist?
They'll find out in the end. And so will we.
Okay, that's grim.
Okay, my cleared quest is now at 97%, so I've got the majority of them.
We must protect our king and kingdom! We are protected! We must show our foes what we royal knights are made of! We must show them!
Right, according to the chapter select screen, I'm missing 2 quests with 9S during the late game, which I'll go and get in a little bit. But first I want to get a few more of the endings sorted out. So I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the 2 endings related to this part of the game. Just 'cause I figure this is a little bit of a mission to get through.
Virus contamination rate up to 16%. Malfunction detected in NFCS circuit.
I have to keep it from spreading to other androids. Pod, give me a location that's low on android signals.
Searching. Analysis. The area near the abandoned commercial facility meets the desired parameters. Alert. Your high unit 2B will sustain serious damage unless the virus is eliminated.
You don't say.
What I think I'm going to do is, because I already know there's 2 endings related to this particular part of the game, is I'm going to go and get these 2 endings, then I'm probably going to go and get the 2 endings from the prologue, because one of which seems like it's going to be a bit of a mission, just due to the high damage resistance I've got.
Alert. Virus contamination rate up to 21%.
Remove the contamination and reset.
Analysis. Virus is transforming and progressing its own algorithm with abnormal speed. Removal will be difficult.
Now, the little bit of the cheat sheet that I've got says it's best to run towards the objective and just stop there, because the corruption gauge jumps up at specific intervals or the closer you get to the target. I, however, have no idea which way is the fastest way to go about that, so I'm just not going the way I went last time. So we'll see how well that goes. Okay, I can't seem to jump just yet. Again, isn't there a little thing on the way around here?
Alert. Virus contamination rate up to 32%. Malfunction detected in visual processing system.
The Council of Humanity is a message for all of us fighting on the surface. Today, I have wonderful news. The Council of Humanity has decided to increase the production of humans. This will enable us to deal a powerful blow to our human enemies. The light of hope is near, closer than ever to it. We look forward to future glory and know that you will be the ones to bring it to us. Glory to mankind.
Alert. Virus contamination rate up to 57%. Malfunction detected in FFCS circuit.
Well, it looks like I actually found a faster way of getting here than last time.
Virus contamination rate 70%. Infiltrating system protected region.
Okay, now I think it's probably just best to stop around here. I think there's one more jump on the bridge, isn't there? I can't remember. I'm not going to risk it because I don't really want to have to go through this more than necessary. This is exciting, I know. Nearly there though, I think. The virus reached 2B's central nervous system. She soon lost all sense of reason and ended up roaming the ruins until her power failed. Okay, now it's time to get the other ending around this area.
Alert. Virus infection detected. Proposal. Administer vaccine immediately.
With any luck, this one shouldn't take as long as the last one.
Virus contamination rate up to 16%. Malfunction detected in NFCS circuit.
I have to keep it from spreading to other androids. Pod, give me a location that's low on android signals.
Searching. Analysis. The area near the abandoned commercial facility meets the desired parameters. Alert. Your high unit 2B will sustain serious damage unless the virus is eliminated.
You don't say.
Virus contamination rate up to 21%.
Remove the contamination and reset.
Analysis. Virus is transforming and progressing its own algorithm with abnormal speed. Removal will be difficult.
I am just trying to get there as fast as I can now. Well, not like I wasn't last time, just because of the fact that the contamination percentage jumps up the closer you get to the shopping district. Of course, it is annoying when you can't jump. Thank God I made that, because the additional thingy to jump there didn't actually work.
Contamination rate up to 32%. Malfunction detected in visual processing system.
The Council of Humanity has a message for all of us.
Alert. Virus contamination rate up to 57%. Malfunction detected in FFCS circuit. Alert. Virus contamination rate 70%. Infiltrating system protected region.
Honestly, the upcoming ending just creates really hilarious images to me.
Alert. Virus contamination rate 90%. Alert. Unusual heat generation in central nervous system. Internal combustion imminent. Abnormality detected in visual sensors. Alert. Deterioration found in black box. Alert. Damage to data backup system. Step damage will make it difficult to retain self-consciousness upon backup.
Bucker's gone. No point in backing up anyway. Body.
This is what I mean, it's just like, cool entrance. and then it's just like, my work here is done. A2 suddenly felt like taking a little stroll. Oh god, I just love how they do this. Look, describe these random like things here. A2 suddenly felt like taking a little stroll, and though the walk gave her a sense of peace and fulfillment, 2B's body had been consumed by machines when she returned.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
Did that speech happen during the first playthrough? I literally can't remember.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in. 2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board. This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed. We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed.
Okay, I think I've got to let myself get killed by this thing.
11B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
Well, it does say die to the laser or just die during the prologue in general, but for the reason that's way more damage than I thought I was going to take. There we go. The Yorha force was annihilated and Earth went on to become a paradise for the machines.
To me!
What's your status? This is the target. I'm going to destroy it. Right. I'll provide support.
I don't think I can actually kill it like this, but...
Enemy analysis complete. Software vulnerabilities and penetration paths detected. Displaying on HUD.
By the looks of it, you can just skip straight to the point where you can get the next ending in the prologue. Well, this is basically chapter 1 according to the chapter select, so... Okay. Now I think all I've got to do here is just wait for the timer to expire. Which I'll probably fast forward through. Yorha could not stand up to the might of the Goliaths. Now their extinction is only a matter of time. It seems that mankind will never regain its former glory.
What's that noise?
2B, this is an emergency transmission from the bunker. We're reading a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins. And it looks like there are a ton of other machines there with it. All Yorha units should proceed and engage immediately.
A Goliath? This was a trap. I knew it!
I promise you, we were not aware of this information. I realize the odds of you believing me are strikingly low, but I hope you will nonetheless.
We'll sort it out later. Let's go.
And this is the next one. Oh, there's a Goliath in the city.
Proposal.
Fuck that noise.
Confirm current destination. Alert. Leaving the operational area.
NieR and NieS chose to abandon their mission, allowing the machines to wreak destruction upon the city ruins and the resistance camp. The extinction of Yorha is also surely a matter of time. Once again,
There are still enemies here. We can't just leave.
Once again, just, oh, screw that noise. Fed up, 2B left the camp to its fate and decided to go fishing. Yeah, that's it, fishing. With a smile on her face. She packed up and headed for the coast. 10 years later, 2B would find herself hunted by both machine life forms and Yorha assassins, a life she seemed to enjoy more than her previous one.
The machines who seek to form an alliance with my village are hiding out here. Still, you should probably be careful. We machines can be rather unpredictable.
Even you?
In truth, yes. Now that we're cut off from the network, we no longer share data with each other. We can speak, of course, but I find that language contains many ways to hide one's true intentions.
It certainly does.
Yeah, that last ending was not so much just, oh, screw this noise, fuck this shit, I'm going fishing. That's now for the next ending.
You enter the domain of God.
That's nice. In a sudden fit of temper, 2B wiped out the machine life forms and no peace was born that day. You know, so far I've got to say that I'm actually loving the way they're describing the characters, why the characters are doing what they're doing in the these bad endings. It's like that last one is just like in a sudden fit of temper.
Don't kill. Don't kill.
Yeah.
We have done nothing bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't kill. Don't kill.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
God, I feel so bad for doing this one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop. Do not kill.
Don't kill. Don't kill.
Stop. Do not kill.
We have done nothing bad. 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 We have done nothing bad nothing bad. We have done nothing bad.
Okay, that causes them all to respawn. That was a...
Don't kill. Stop. Do not kill.
We have done nothing bad.
Stop. Do not kill.
We have done nothing bad.
Ah, there we go. A village of peaceful machines was wiped out through the actions of one deranged android. Thus did the peaceful machines go extinct. Their village is now a haunted, forbidden place. Those who wander too close can hear the mad sounds of an android's laughter.
"2B,
What's our status?
the operation is underway, and a few squads have already engaged the enemy. Our orders are to function as a kind of guerrilla unit that provides support as necessary. I forwarded our squad's current positions to your map. You should head over there ASAP.
Sounds good.
Nope. I'm going through these in a particular order, in just
Alert.
descending
Exiting
order.
the planned operational area.
Some Yorha units abandoned the mission, their mission. The operation failed, and every android met their demise. Well, except for the well, except for the really selfish ones. They were fine.
Where the hell is 2B?
Scanning. Black box signal located.
Put it on the map!
Alert. Large-scale ground tremors detected. Underground soil structure is no longer stable. Cause is likely a high-magnitude earthquake. Proposal. Evacuate immediately.
I'm not going anywhere!
Okay. It's more a case of see you later, 2B.
Proposal. Proceed to rendezvous point with 2B. This
NieR suddenly lost. Right. NieR suddenly lost interest in 2B. No one knows why. He just didn't care anymore. I've got to say, the descriptions of some of these fucking endings.
Pascal, are you okay?
Me too.
So what exactly happened?
I don't know. Some of the villagers just started to feed on each other. If you hadn't come along, I'm sure we would have met the same grim fate. Thank you.
God, I really shouldn't be finding every single one I come across funny, should I? A2 had the bright idea that involved destroying every machine in sight. Pascal could only watch in astonishment.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate. Good morning, 9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle.
Right, I think
damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspense
this will probably be the best place for me to get the next two endings, along with the last two quests I've got to complete as 9S.
Operator.
Operator model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh. Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired. The required number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
My goal here is to hack the mini towers first, then run back and save, and then go for the main tower for the next two endings.
Tower subject access granted.
I mean, it's not like these towers are particularly difficult, but you know, it just saves us a few seconds before each ending.
Tower subject access granted. Tower subject access granted. Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the sub-units. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower.
Right then,
Look forward to serving you.
get up there. There we go. Alright, just gonna head off and save quickly, and then be ready to go and get the next two endings. Right then, let's get going.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way! Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies? Wait. Devila?
Right now,
Popola?
I believe this is one of the two I've got to get.
Remember your promise?
What are you No. We can't just abandon them. If we don't do something, they're gonna...
Alert. Leaving the zone of combat would mean abandoning the androids Devila and Popola.
Damn. Looks like this is it. No.
Of course, Devila and Popola died. Their lifeless bodies were found shortly thereafter, each clutched tightly in the other's arms. Right then.
You've unlocked all of the subunits. That means
I believe the next ending is literally just either fighting with Devila and Popola until they run out of energy, or just waiting for that to happen and standing around and watching.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concerned over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way! Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies? Devila? Popola? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
It's me not paying attention there. Well, they don't seem to have life bars here, so I'm assuming they just run out of energy automatically.
We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
Don't see much of a point in using the quad right now, really. Well, I've got to wait for Devila and Popola to die. I'm just going to dick around them and enjoy the music.
We can't hold out like this!
NieR decided not to hack the tower in order to help Devilet and Popola. It was a nice thought, but they all ended up getting killed anyway. Right then, I've got 2 quests left to do with NieR according to my chapter select screen. So it is just a matter of finding them at this point.
We look forward to serving you.
I'm pretty sure I found them both. I'm almost positive I've done the quest here in the Resistance camp.
That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower.
I'm not going to have to sit through this every time I come through the transporter, am I? Have you seen these folks, perchance? Nope, sorry. They were part of my squad, but I lost contact when they went out for field research. If anything has happened to them, well, to put it bluntly, if they're dead, I need to know so I can mourn them properly. Have you tried searching for them? I'd go myself, but my motor systems were heavily damaged some time back. Still, I just can't stop wondering what happened. I'll look for them. You will? Sure, can you give me an idea where to start? Last time I heard from them, they were in the flooded city. I'll give you their ID codes. We all wield dual weapons, so you should be able to find them easily. If they're dead, I'd appreciate if you could retrieve any personnel articles you find. See, I'm almost positive I finished this. Unless it was like the Gather the Confidential Intel quest, where you've got a little bit to do after you complete the first section. God, I am, aren't I? Oh, bloody hell.
That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look forward to serving you.
Alert. This is one of the Resistance members we were asked to locate.
I was afraid we'd find this. The only personal items are these dog tags.
Analysis. Remaining transmission records indicate the Resistance members were attempting to retreat from battle. Analysis of final coordinates complete. Marking locations on map.
Let's go take a look. Maybe some of them will still be alive.
I remember doing this. I mean, I must have missed something out if it's still an active quest, though.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the...
Oh, for God's sake.
That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look forward to serving.
I should have done this in an earlier chapter. Right, here's the next one.
Alert. This is one of the Resistance members we were asked to locate. No vital signs detected. The unit is deceased.
We look forward to serving you.
Was going the wrong way. I think I did this quest. I'm almost positive I remember doing parts of it at least. I'm on the same sort of level now, so...
Man, there's blood everywhere. Whatever happened must have happened right here. Talk about a bad way to go.
Alert. Emergency support request found in transmission records.
When was it sent?
Approximately 12 minutes ago.
That means they're still alive. Let's go.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
hopefully that's easier than just trying to navigate my way to it without marking it off.
Over there! Initiating red...
Well, I fucked up a little bit there, but it's fine.
Claim your revenge. Avenge the pain of our comrades. I hate androids. Hate them.
Oh, damn it. Managed it though.
The hostile machine life forms have been defeated. Alert. This is one of the Resistance members we were asked to locate. No vital signs detected. The unit is deceased.
Damn.
Analysis. All missing Resistance members are deceased.
I suppose we'd better return their belongings.
Your face tells me everything I need to know. They didn't make it, did they? No, I'm sorry. I see. This is what's left of their personal effects. Thank you. Now, I'll just place these flowers with them. Flowers? Yeah, I'm just imitating an old ritual. The human race had many traditions when it came to mourning their dead. I know that may not mean much to us, but... well, I just want their souls to find some peace. That's what I wish. I'm putting these flowers... at any rate. Sorry, that's the wish I'm putting into these flowers at any rate. Yeah, I'm not quite with it right now. Thank you again for your help. Can I admit something? I'm relieved that I was too injured to fight. I'm relieved because it allowed me to escape.
A tradition of mourning the dead. To be.
Okay, yes, I'd done the quest, but it was exactly like gather the confidential intel. There was a little bit afterwards that I hadn't got.
Congratulations! You've unlocked...
According to the map, it's just over here. Can't be over there, it's got to be in... actually, would it be with the... I'm going to go and check Kinase.
Report. No damage detected.
To be. I'm not quite sure what it means to mourn. or even if we have a soul to concern ourselves with. But I hope you're at rest, 2B. Sweet dreams. I'll be with you before long.
Yeah, that was it.
Report. No damage detected.
Now I think, if the map's anything to go by, the last quest I've got left to do is, I think somewhere in the castle in the forest. According to my map, the next quest is somewhere around here. Was that another android? You're at your high unit, and some of you survived. Yeah, I'm 9S, by the way. Oh yeah, I've heard of you. You're the model people used to call 9s, right? Yeah. I'm 4S. It's impressive that you're still alive, 9S. You're a Type 4 model, eh? You guys were deployed pretty early on, if I remember correctly. I sure wasn't expecting to run into another scanner model. Not after what happened to the bunker. So what are you doing here? Gathering intel on the enemy. Your hull might be a thing of the past, but the resistance is still around. So as long as my body works, I figure I should make myself useful. If you have any information about local enemies, can you share it with me? There's only so much I can do on my own. Sure, I'll give you everything I have at the moment. I recognise a few of the enemies in this data. My team fought some of them a while back. I used to have a big team, until the virus corrupted them all. I was wounded in the battle before the virus attacked, so I was in dormant mode when it was unleashed. That's how I survived. But now I'm all alone. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm rambling. Thanks again for the data, 9s. Here's something for your trouble. Let me know if you find anything else. More enemy data, eh? I appreciate it. It's great having another scanner helping me out. Thanks to you, I've gathered the data 60% faster than I planned. I can't even win today. Nor any day, apparently. I wonder how long we'll be doing this. It's not like we your horror androids have a home to return to. Yeah, but gathering intelligence is still important. It's a huge support for the war effort. I know that. Sorry, 9s. I didn't mean to yell at you. Anyway, this chunk of data you brought means I've finally hit my goal. I'd like you to have this. It belonged to an old friend, but I think he'd be happy to know that you're using it. See you around 9s. And remember, no regrets, okay? We need to think about what we're going to do from this point forward. Thanks for everything. And now? Yep, that's 100% of the quests cleared. Right then, I think I'll get one of the 2 endings I've still left to do now. Caution, handle with care. Removal of the OS chip will result in death.
That concludes our report on the events surrounding
Alright
the
then,
alien
I believe
wreckage.
this is the last
Then they
ending I
were
need to
dead
get
this whole
before
time.
the
The Council of Humanity needs time to
final
formulate a plan.
true
Until
ending, I
then,
suppose.
This information must be kept confidential. Speak of it to no one.
Of course.
Your next mission.
You mean that
This or knowledge.
Understood.
Okay then, and here we go. By self-destructing at the bunker, the entire structure ended up exploding in a spectacular fashion. But hey, it sure did look pretty from Earth. Somewhere in the depths of space, the commander still floats about with a stern look on her face.
Right. Now I just have to bring this to Pascal.
A2, can you hear me?
Oh, perfect.
Help, A2.
I have the materials
The
you asked
village
me
is
to...
in great trouble. The villagers are...
Pascal! Pascal, are you there?
What the hell
I
is
was
going
wrong.
on?
Ending you was not the last ending I
The valuable
needed.
source of information known as Pascal has encountered difficulty. Proposal. Unit A2 should investigate Pascal's village immediately.
I'm on my way.
Proposal. Unit A2 should investigate the status of Pascal's village immediately.
I know.
I'm on my way. By running in the wrong direction. A2 suddenly felt like taking a little stroll. Though the walk gave her a sense of peace and fulfillment, Pascal's village had been reduced to rubble when she returned. Yeah, that's basically the same as the time to relax one.
This tower... If we don't...
So none of us didn't we are human that move and you but in order they built the commit sec isn't
Nina.
Shut up! That's all.
To be... It caught... The 9, but the mob...
Right then. I think we're at the last ending, so let's do this. I'm gonna go with A2, because I don't think you need to pick anyone specific for this. So I'm gonna go with the one where I did the first time round.
Hot!
Yeah, can't skip that.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think I probably should have gone for a slightly higher difficulty.
Pod, we're going to repair 9S's logic.
Because once you get to level 99, it kind of trivializes the game a bit.
Tell me where to find the virus corrupting 9S.
Affirmative. Your high unit A2. Core data for 9S is stored ahead. Alert. Severe virus corruption. Probability of successful deletion extremely low.
I think I know a way.
The idea under consideration is not recommended. This pod is a Yorha tactical support unit. As such, it cannot approve of actions that would damage its supported unit.
You're not so bad, Pod. You know that?
Makes me think that the way she was thinking of was the same sort of thing that we read about in that backstory there that Anemone provided to us.
I'll take care of everything. Pod. Take care of 9S.
What of you, A2?
I've still got something I need to do. You go ahead.
Acknowledged.
I'm sorry. I never quite realized how beautiful this world is. I'm coming, everyone. I'm coming.
Report. All Yorha unit black boxes now confirmed offline. Our mission to oversee the progress of Project Yorha is complete. Proceeding to final stage of project. Commencing deletion of all data. Pod 153 to Pod 042. Data noise present in stream. Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Whoa. Here we go.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed. Personal data for units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and delete all personal data.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Personal data deletion request denied.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Failure to parse statement.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. There was data created in my banks as I was referencing the records. I realized something. I have come to the conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
The destruction of all Yorha units is an essential component of the project plan. All data must be destroyed.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Repeat. Personal data deletion request denied. Initiating data salvage. Pod 153 You hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
We lack the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable level of risk. Knowing that, do you still wish for them to survive?
Well, I suppose this is part of the ending, so...
The defense program has initiated a purge. If this continues, our consciousness data will likely be deleted.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. We were created to execute the android's Project Yorha plan. We had no capacity for emotion. But when we six were connected and exchanged information, something happened. I cannot deny the feeling of something resembling consciousness and emotion being born.
Unable to reply.
Perhaps we now understand that not everything has to have an answer.
I am really concentrating right now. Quite surprised I've only been hit once so far. Insane. much going on the screen at once. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Ish. Oh, damn it. Yep, why not? Nope. I've got no idea if this has started me over again or not. I wasn't paying attention to the credits. Gonna be honest, it's pretty difficult to do that when you're trying to complete a mini game in the process. I already know that if I die repeatedly I get help for this, but I want to try and get as much of this done without the help as I can. Oh, died again. Bet you're having a tough time right now. In other words, effort will be rewarded. Change display? But no, I don't accept defeat. I get the suspicious feeling that I've got to accept the help if I want to complete this. think that this is undeniable proof that I've gotten better at these games. And then I immediately get hit after saying that. Oh god. What going on the screen right now is kind of overwhelming. I actually really like these motivational messages they've got on there, going there right now. A parallel world, but no, it's not all pointless. I'm going to do this. Oh my god. That gets really, really insane. I like that. I like the way these credits are set out. Damn it, hit twice again. Okay, wow, yeah. I like to think I did pretty well, considering. No, I don't admit there is no meaning to this world. I'm gonna do it. Fuck. I only took one hit that time. Damn it, got me again. I'm mesmerized by this. This is great. Yeah, let's go. know I don't really need to worry anymore, but... Trying to do this, getting hit as little as possible. No, I've not exactly succeeded, but...
Everything that lives is designed to end. They are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. However, life is all about the struggle within this cycle. That is what we believe. Pod 153 to Pod 042. How is it going?
I am embarrassed.
Why is that?
I launched a suicide attack, and yet, here I am, still alive. I must look very silly.
Do not feel bad about it. We are alive, after all. And being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
That concept is a bit too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
Yes.
And are those recovered parts of the same design as previous ones?
Yes.
Then, won't that simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the possibility. However, the possibility of a different future also exists. A future is not given to you. It is something you must take for yourself.
Pod 153 to player. Please respond to this query. Do you, faithful player, have anything you would like to say to other players who are suffering because they cannot finish NieR Automata?
Yes. There we go. Saw this through to the end, so show me what you're made of. It's probably not as motivational as it seems to me right now, but Fuck it.
Pod 042 to player. Please respond to this query. You, faithful player of this title, have lost your life multiple times to make it this far. You have faced crushing hardship and suffered greatly for it. Do you have any interest in helping the weak?
I know what this is leading towards, and I'm going to say yes.
Selecting this option enables you to save someone somewhere in the world. However, in exchange, you will lose all of your save data. Do you still wish to rescue someone, a total stranger, in spite of this?
Yes, I do.
The person you save will be selected at random. As a result, this person, who cries out for help even as we speak, may be someone you intensely dislike. Do you still wish to help? You worked so hard to unlock debug mode and chapter select, but they will no longer be available to you. Do you still wish to help?
Yep, I'm contributing to this.
Thanks for your efforts. Some may say that your efforts are purely for show. Do you still wish to help? And you are truly, truly sure about this? Very well. In exchange for all of your data, I will convey your will to this world. All of your data has been deleted.
And so, we must say goodbye. I feel a slight amount of sadness.
It is time for the final words.
Affirmative.
To all of you who spent time with this game, thank you. Thank you for playing.
And there we go.